What is up, Janksters? It's your boy Graham, also known as HamHawks42 on the internet, and today we have another edition of Tuesday Brews Day. And the reason we call it Tuesday Brews Day, even though this video was going live on Friday, is because this was actually filmed live on twitch.tv/HamHawks42 on Tuesday. And if you would like to participate in future editions of Tuesday Brews Day, we do it every Tuesday morning over on twitch.tv/HamHawks42. Love to see you over there. And what we did was actually put your ideas to a vote. And with that, we got some feedback on what decks you wanted to see me try to build live on stream. And one of the ones that won this week was Yarok Fight Rigging. And you may be wondering, okay, how does that work? Yarok, if you're not familiar, Yarok the Desecrated is a 3/5 for 5 that, with Death Touch and Lifelink, nice, that says if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Fun fact, Fight Rigging's hideaway ability is a triggered ability on a permanent. So as a result, if Yarok is on the field when Fight Rigging drops, we get to hide away 2 cards. And if we're able to trigger that Fight Rigging then by having a creature with power 7 or higher, which is not that hard to do in this deck, we then get to cast 2 spells for free. Seems pretty good. We also have a number of other ETB shenanigans that we can get up to with this deck. One of which, I gotta say, Hostage Taker. If you are not currently using Hostage Taker in your ETB shenanigans decks, oh my goodness, put it on your radar. This deck was Explorer, and it turned out to be pretty darn powerful. Being able to double up Hostage Taker triggers with Yarok down, and then being able to cast whatever Hostage Taker stole, given how many ETBs are out there, your opponent will probably have ETBs that you can take advantage of in addition to your own. And oh my goodness, this deck is one of those, it is I want to say it's a little slow because it does rely on a lot of late game pieces to fall into place to really get firing. But the truth is we have a ton of early ramp as well. And that ramp allows us to get up to that late game really comfortably and really easily. Even on this live stream, I actually pulled off getting Yarok down on turn 3 multiple times. And holy cow. If you can get a Yarok down on turn 3 followed by like a Risen Reef or a Fight Rigging on turn 4, things go off the rails really fast, and it's awesome. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to hear what you think about the deck that we built. This was a live stream, so I will be chatting with the chat throughout the course of the video, so that is something that you will be able to kind of keep up with. Unfortunately, something happened in the capture and I was unable to get the actual chat from the live stream, which is definitely a bummer, and I'm sorry about that. Normally for these Tuesday Brews Day videos, I do like to have the chat visible on the screen so you can follow along at home. Unfortunately, this time something happened with the capture. I did have some technical difficulties during that live stream, so I'm sure it had something to do with that. So I do apologize. For future editions of Tuesday Brews Day, you will be able to keep up with chat, hopefully, assuming I get that figured out. But if you want to, hang out, listen in, hear my side of the conversation as we're building the deck, and if you want to see the deck in action, you will also have the option to cut ahead. You will notice a number of chapters actually in the timeline of the video where you can jump into just the gameplay. If you want to watch the deck build, you can do that as well. Totally up to you. Hop around as you see fit. Yeah, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. And before we get into the deck build and the subsequent gameplay, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons. So over on patreon.com, you can contribute to the channel for as little as $1 a month if you'd like to have your name displayed here on the Patreon credits. Also, if you want to challenge me to build a deck based on your idea or feature a deck that you've created that you're especially proud of, you can do that on Patreon for $10 a month. If you'd like me to either make a deck tech for your deck or a deck idea that you have for YouTube, I can do that. If you'd like me to feature it on the live stream, I can do that too. Just specify what you'd prefer. And again, that's $10 a month, and you can make me do that once per month. So that's something that, as long as you're subscribed to the Patreon, that's something you can take advantage of, and we can show off your creations with proper attribution. I will give you credit for your creations or your ideas as well. So thank you so much to Else89 and Silent Labber for contributing on the Patreon. It makes a huge difference, and thank you for considering doing so as well, whoever you may be. I appreciate you, and thank you for watching this video. And with that, let's get into the deck build and see what we can do with Yarok and Fight Rigging. The deck that we're going to be building is a Yarok fight rigging ETB deck. So the goal is to have a lot of ETB shenanigans alongside fight rigging. The goal is if Yarok is down and then fight rigging drops, we get to hide 2 cards away. And then, you know, obviously when that pops off, we get to cast 2 spells for free, not just 1. Life is good. So that's going to be great. Also with great ETB shenanigans, like Titan of Industry seems like a no-brainer in there. So we're gonna see that. But on the poll, there was also an idea that DuoCat suggested, I'll be honest, like 2 weeks ago, and it actually didn't make it to the poll last week because I didn't think many people would be interested in it, but I was completely wrong. And that is building a deck using entirely 1-drops. So a deck that has nothing but 1-drops in it. And I am not 100% sure how we're gonna build that, but I do plan on building that deck and doing something with it. But that's not what we're doing right now. Right now, Yarok fight rigging. Let's go. So let's get Yarok in here, of course. If you're not familiar with Yarok, the Desecrated, it's basically Panharmonicon. Yarok is a Panharmonicon on a body. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, actually it's kind of a better Panharmonicon, but because it's any permanent. Not a black 1-drop, they had a Gray Merchant. Oh, nice. But if a triggered ability of a creature entering causes an ability to trigger, or any permanent entering causes an ability to trigger, it triggers an additional time. So Yarok is key. Because actually an elf 1-drop deck could work. Yeah. Maybe. Actually, elves have a lot of 2-drops. Come to think of it. But let's see. We got Yarok. We got fight rigging. Because fight rigging's hideaway is an enter the battlefield trigger. So the goal is Yarok plus fight rigging. Life is good. So we're going to be free casting stuff off fight rigging. Awesome. Happy to see it. And we're in Sultai colors. So we're going to be free casting stuff off fight rigging. Double charm trigger. Which charm do you mean, Silent Lever? But, you know, okay, so that's great. But Titan of Industry is clearly what we want to be grabbing. Panoramic only does creatures and artifacts. Correct, Oscar, that's correct. Yeah. Oh, looks very nice. But yeah, so Titan of Industry we clearly want. It is a phenomenal hideaway target. If we get that tucked under a fight rigging, just mwah, life is good. Also, if we have it online when we top deck a fight rigging, it instantly triggers the fight rigging. All good stuff. We love to see it. So that's great. Verdurous Gearhulk's a good call too, actually. That's a good shout. Terrestrial for fun too. I mean, maybe I'm not mad at that. But so, and Titan just synergizes every which way, like every way to Sunday, because it triggers fight rigging if it's online. It has an ETB that Yarok gets to double, and it's a big chungus that we want to be hiding under fight rigging. So just like, that's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Egon Heavy, Zombie Dino. Yeah, Mitch, all those are good. Let's see, Verdurous Gearhulk. Unfortunately, I only have 1. But yeah, it enters the battlefield, distribute 4 +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. That's money. Risen Reef's a good call, and that synergizes with Yarok beautifully. It's going to help us ramp very strongly. Turn Timber could be good, some fellow. Yeah, Turn Timber actually works really nicely alongside fight rigging. You're absolutely right. I got 3 mythics. I love me some Gearhulks. I freaking love Gearhulks. Like, seriously, actually, I'm going to take a quick look. How many Gearhulks? Gearhulks, no, it's derp. The Verdurous Gearhulk is the only one I'm missing a full playset of. Slap 1 in, Cozy. I think I'm gonna, Broker's Ascendancy could be good. Could definitely be good. It's not an ETB trigger though, it's an end step trigger. Curabest the Sea God. Oh! Actually, I don't think Yarok trigger doubles sagas, because the trigger is based on the counter coming onto it. We do Coco. Yeah, we can. I mean, yeah. Actually, I don't think I want to go Coco on this one, Oscar. Is it not a bad idea? Because Coco can grab Heavy, it can grab Regisar, it can grab, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm spending my mythics. I may regret this. I may. I don't know that I will, though, because this has an opportunity to be absolutely gross. Doing it. Boom, Verdurous Gearhulk, get in my collection. get in here. All right, so Risen Reef was also called out. Risen Reef is absolutely fantastic. We definitely want that. Yeah, Risen Reef is amazing. Let's take a look at elementals. So elementals and Sultai. Healer of the Glade is fine. Kind of suck. I haven't twice. Is that I don't think so. Actually, let's take a look at it. Duskmangler could be good. Yeah, Mongoose. Duskmangler is savage. That ETB is nasty. Yeah, I don't think you get double counters with Yarok. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Actually, let me see. I'm gonna check Gather real quick, see if there's a ruling on that. Yarok, the Desecrated. Wow, all right, there are quite a few. All right. Including Yarok self-concentrated. Okay, all right, anyway, okay. It won't double, Cozy, I didn't think so. Okay, thanks for confirming. Yeah, I wasn't able to find an official ruling on it, but I definitely believe it. All right, so we need ETB triggers, and I really want to find some 1 and 2 drops. Chewy? Chewy could be good. The Ravenous Chupacabra. Chupaloop. Yeah. Chup is a slam dunk here. Chupadoop. All right, so I want to find good enter. Like, if we can find decent ETBs on small creatures, preferably elementals. Gilded Goose could probably work in here. It's an ETB trigger for the food token, so we would get 2 of those, and it can help ramp us into our 3 drops. Like Gilded Goose on 1 into a Risen Reef on 2 could be really good. Hostage Taker. Ooh, Hostage Taker. That's a good call. Minu, thank you for joining the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, that could be good. Absolutely. Steal 2 things and potentially take them. Bind the monster, enters the battlefield, tap a channel creature, deals damage to its power. Ouch, that would hurt a lot. Yeah, Cozy. It's funny, when Bind the Monster got spoiled, like, a bunch of people flipped. Like, a bunch of people, like, lost their damn mind, thinking this is gonna be the most insane. Mongoose, thank you for the follow. I knew when that dropped, it was like, it's blue removal for 1. This is absolutely bonkers. It's gonna see all of this play, and, like, nobody touches it. Yeah, I find it funny, but anyway. Another kind of Gala Greeters could be good. Yeah, Gala Greeters or Inkeep could be quite strong here. And Oscar would have missed. Agent of Treachery, Spark Double on Yarok. Sorry, I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Tesa, oh yeah, that'd be good. Agent of Treachery is like Agent with Yarok. Do we want to be those guys? All right, well, no, Antidote Intercession. Oh my goodness, this is savage. Kendra's Transformation actually could be really good removal for us because it does draw us a card when it enters. So with a Yarok down that would draw us 2 cards, it gets whatever big nasty abilities they have reduced down to a 3/3 body. I can dance with that. I think I like that. We need the big creatures that can trigger fight rigging though. That's something that we don't have right now. So we have Rotting Regisaur. Can't go wrong. Now we don't want to be discarding cards per se. We don't really have any ways to take advantage of cards in our graveyard. So that's a little weak. Shakedown Heavy I think is better in that regard. In this deck. So let's get Shakedown Heavy going. Would Scoot Swarm work? Hey, Sclada, Scoot Swarm always works. Just taking Gearhulk an agent. That's savage. Absolutely savage. All right, so the Verdurous Gearhulk and Shakedown Heavy are both going to get us to a point where we can trigger fight rigging relatively quickly. I think we do get the Gilded Goose in here. It has a decent ETB. It's also a very good mana dork. The Omen and Oath Cycles, Blood Gaze, yeah, those could be good. Those could definitely be good. Like, Omen of the Sea is excellent. Yeah, Omen of the Sea is just straight excellent. Undergrowth Titan, Blacktrap? Ooh, possibly. Also Yorion. Oh, Blood Gaze, this should be a Yorion pile. You're absolutely right. Frickin' Yorion. Yes, that gives us more room to work too. Let's go. I love putting Yorion as my companion. Not that I like control per se, but once Yorion is in the companion slot, I get more cards to work with. That's nice. Yeah, Terrasic's cast off fight rigging. That's savage. Absolutely savage. All right. Let's get Omen of the Sea all up in here. Flying Sea Monkey, God Eternal Ronas. I do like God Eternal Ronas is a house. Enters the battlefield, double the power of each other creature you control till end of turn. That's incredible. You know, I have one. Let's get it in there. Where's the off button for autocorrect? I don't know. I like the name God Eternal Rhonda. I feel like that should be a card, but yeah, good old autocorrect. Endraiser, yeah. Endraiser 400 could be good. Cleansing Wildfire. Cleansing Wildfire. Well, we're not in red, but it's a fun idea, Cozy. I appreciate the. I respect the commitment to the Wildfire. Exactly, Mongo. Yeah, help me, help me, God Eternal Rhonda, help me. All right. Let's take a good look for enter the battlefield triggers at 4 manas. I want to see good enter the battlefield triggers at 4 mana. Manya. Create 2 blue hexproof tokens. Interesting. Coyote's not bad, but it's not in our colors. Breaching Hippocamp is interesting, but also not great. Ashiok's Erasure. We're not really gonna double that very often. So it's probably not where we want to be. This is where Hostage Taker comes in. Hostage Taker would absolutely fit what we got going right now. Dungeon Geist could also be quite strong. Great for early life gain and as an elemental. Yeah, that's true, Oscar. That's true. Healer of the Glade, Leafkin Druid, that's true. Yeah, those are all good. You're right, you're right. Dungeon Geist to pin our opponent's stuff down. We also have, you know, Hostage Taker was called out earlier. I think that's a good one. Narumeha, that's a fun card. I'm probably going to build around that at some point, but not here. Mythos of Aluna could be a house, actually. Creating copies of Titan of Industry or fight rigging. That can get out of hand. Joel's Quinn has more ETB than fight rigging synergies. That's true, it does, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Massacre Wormer. Oh, the Massacre Cycle. Those two are great. Organ Hoarder could be good. Card draw that we can double up. Ooh, Atris. Atris is pretty excellent. Get inspired to build decks from watching this stream. Rock on, Flying Sea Monkey. I'm glad. Thank you, thank you. Why in quotes though? Why is this stream in quotes? Oh my goodness. Oh, Krubek, I just saw that whisper that you sent my way with the list. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Let's get Hostage Taker in here. It's gonna be kind of redundant, Choops. Spark Double would be better because you can copy 2 things in there. That's true. Wait, what? Actually, it's not an ETB. That's not considered an ETB. It comes into play as a copy of the thing. Yeah, but yeah, Spark Double Titan or Yarok, that could be gross. I do like things that are gross. Now, that said, this deck currently only has 24 lands. We need significantly more than that, because not only is it an 80 card deck with Yorion, but we also have, I mean, it's an 80 card deck with Yorion, so that alone is a problem that we need to address. But additionally, it's pretty heavy. Like our mana curve is pretty damn high. You know what? I'm gonna take the one Ronus out. I just having one. I don't love one ups. I'll be honest. So Spark Double could be really good. Chromatic Lantern and or World Tree, Flying Sea Monkey. Yeah, those make sense. Those would absolutely make sense. World Tree for sure. Yeah, we can definitely put a World Tree in. I don't know that I want to put Mana Rocks in here per se. But World Tree for sure. Gift of Paradise. Okay. That's the land ramp enchantment that gives you life upon ETB, right? Gift of Parade, yes. Topiary for... Oh, Topiary could be good. Yeah. Gift of Paradise. Enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Channel land has to add 2 mana of any equal color. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, Topiary for ramp could be really strong. And it's a big creature that gets us closer to our fight rigging. So I do like Topiary Stomper. I think that's a good call. Actually, I gotta say, I enjoy, and it's a plant. Why isn't that an elemental? Come on. Anyway. But no, Mad Jowl, we got Goose. Yeah, no, Goose is strong. The Goose is strong. Yep, exactly. You know what? Let's take our redundant Yorions out. Let's just have Yorion as the companion. I think that's okay. Let's get 8 more lands in the mix. And then let's run this beast out and see what we can do. Triome, let's get just World Trees for days. Faux days. We have a lot of green, a lot of blue, and a little bit of black in the early game. So green and blue, we got Breeding Pool. Dreamer Cascade, I think is D's. Actually, you know what? We can go check lands here. Soul lands are fine, but we do want to hit our early curve. So I think check lands are going to be better for us. And green and black. We've got where my action at? Underground Tomb, or Overgrown Tomb rather. The small Edward's Artist Stomper. Actually, that would have been awesome. Yeah. That would have been fantastic. Would have been a fun little nod. One copy should be released too. Flexi, I'm kind of with you there. I'm kind of with you. Now, in the case of Rhonda there, God Eternal Ronus, the reason that we had only one of is because I literally only have one in my collection. But God Eternal Ronus is a freaking house. Like, that card is excellent. So, yeah. It would merit having more. Life gain fetches. The life gain fetches could work. Obviously, we need more basics if we're going to do that. But obviously, we're going to put more basics in here. By more, I mean some. And I'm going with the Mirage basics because they make me happy. Yeah. I think I'm gonna lean into the duels. That should be 32 lands. I think that's where we want to be. Is 32 too much? I don't think so. Yeah, the life gain fetches don't synergize with the Yarok. Yeah, oh, that's right, because the second time around, they only trigger if you sacrifice the land. That's right. Now we can do the life gain duels. like the life gain duels like that appeared in Kamigawa, like Scoured Barrens and those kind of things. We not that we would put Scoured Barrens in this one, but Dismal Backwater. Is it Dismal Backwater? Is that the one? I think that's the one. Yeah, Dismal Backwater. Like that would work in here. We could like they would gain us some life, but I'm not enamored with that. Bounce lands. Yeah, the old Karoo lands. Can't go wrong, right? All right, I think we're onto something here, actually. And this is actually a relatively quick deck build. I'm pretty happy with where we landed, because while the cards are very expensive, like our mana values are pretty heavy. They are. But we have just a ton of card draw and ramp, and a buttload of lands. So we're likely to be hitting our lands consistently, which is good. Risen Reef is more likely to hit lands off the top, which is good. We like that. But we're not the all-in elemental deck that sometimes you see on the ladder running Yarok and Risen Reef. This is something different, and I like that. I like it a lot, actually. Does Kenny's transformation still fit it too, or would it make more sense to go grab the Leafkin Druid there? I think Leafkin Druid might actually make more sense here. And there are a lot of druids, apparently. Innkeeper would also be... could also be great, because Innkeeper has an ETB for itself as well as every other creature afterwards. So it would give us, yeah, Field of the Dead. Holy crap, is Field of the Dead still... Oh, Field of the Dead is still legal in Explorer, isn't... Wait, no, there's no way. No way. Okay, thank God. Mogisu scared me for a second there. You're right, Field of the Dead would be savage. All right. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I think Prosperous Innkeeper belongs in the deck. Because if Yarok is down, it gives us multiple treasures late in the game. It also gives us potentially a ton of life throughout the course of the game. So that's nice. I think I may want that over Kenny's transformation. Problem with that, though, is if we take Kenny's transformation out of here, then we're eliminating some of our card draw, which is mildly problematic. Potentially problematic. But you know what? Let's go for it. I'm gonna trust my gut here. It's not common, sure. Why not? Let's craft the Baldur's Gate version. Doesn't matter. All right. Yeah, I think a little Innkeeper makes sense here. All right, I think we got something here. We've got removal in Chup and Hostage Taker. There's a part of me that does really want to fit Atris in here. Atris, the Oracle of Half-Truths. That card is a lot of fun. And I might actually want to put it in place of Omen of the Sea. It's going to bump our mana curve up a little further because it is a 4-drop. But it's a 3/2 menace, so it's decent power, like not amazing, but it's something. If we have Fight Ring down, we can buff him up. FGO Beast, how's it going? Welcome. But on top of that, when Atris enters the battlefield, target opponent looks at the top 3 cards of your library, separates them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put one of the piles in your hand and the other into the graveyard. So yeah. Joliquin is primarily ETBs. Primarily ETBs is the name of the game. Frasher, you love what you're brewing here? I'm glad. I'm enjoying it too. I do also owe you all a 1-drop tribal deck, because that actually was another one that got a ton of votes for this week, and I do want to, but this deck just barely eked it out. But yeah, this is just Yarok Value Town. So the only elementals that we have in the deck right now are Risen Reef and Yarok himself, which is, I'm bummed that the Topiary Stomper is a plant and not an elemental. That'd be so good. But alas, it is what it is. And the Gearhulk's a construct. That's not an elemental. Oh, Titan's an elemental. Never mind. Yeah, Beast, let's go. So if we have Risen Reef down, Titan triggers. Holy cow, if we have Risen Reef, Yarok, and Titan. So good. So good. All right. All right, the potential there is pretty great. All right, I think I want to keep Omen of the Sea. I do. It has the potential to be decent in the late game. Like, it would be an okay top deck if it's late in the game and we have a Yarok down. Like, we could do worse than that. And in the early game, it's a decent turn too. So that's probably where we want to be. I probably need to not get too greedy here. It'd be very easy to get super greedy. Because again, I do love Atris, and I think Atris could fit this deck quite nicely. And creature type, to be honest. Yeah, Beast, I clearly haven't either. I feel just bad on the message. Rock on Mogus, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I didn't. I was seriously, like, I thought it was, but I like you, yeah, like that message did have me like question it. All right, Yorion or Omen isn't bad. Exactly. Yeah. Self-made reanimated with Lurrus and Omen of the Dead. Oh, Flying Sea Monkey, that can be quite strong. That can be quite strong. All right, with that, we're doing it. Yarok, ETBs. We got Yorion in the mix. 2 hostage takers just for fun. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let's go Explorer. Actually, you know what? Let's go Play Q first. I think this deck is gonna be a little new deck. That's not a deck name. This is Yarok and Yorion. Y squared. Yarok, Yorion. Let's go. All right. Well, yeah, Brick Frog, you're not wrong, and thank you for being here, my friend. How you doing? Meteor just Meteor could be nasty. Why and why? Yeah. So Teferis Time Twist, because yeah, Time Twist is pretty solid. Ooh, Time Twist the fight rigging to get more hideaway action. That could be fun. Yeah, Joe LeQuinn, actually being able to get double triggers off of Meat Hook could be savage. And I like that. I like being savage. All right, this is D's. We're gonna have Gilded Goose on 1 into potentially Shakedown Heavy on 2. If we're feeling saucy. Well, let's go Goose on, I'm thinking Goose on 1 into Omen on 2 into Taker on 3 is probably where we want to be. Not a bad opening setup for it. Reggie, what up? I see you are also fight rigging, opponent. I respect this, I do. Do we throw Shakedown Heavy just to tank? No, because if they do throw a fight rigging next turn and buff Reggie, there's nothing we can do anyway. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and pass it with Omen of the Sea up. They have to discard a card. What do they dump here? Dump an Ultimatum? I don't love that. Why am I not quite as tasty? It's true. There's the fight rigging. Frickin' knew it. Frickin' knew it. I hate it when I'm right. We have both of those in our hand already, so I'm actually gonna let them go. Let's try something else. Tomb is fine. All right. Excuse me. So I really hope whatever they hit off this fight rigging is a viable target for Hostage Shaker. That's kind of where we're at here. Another fight rigging? Crap. Well, nah. Okay, we'll be fine. Come on in. Welcome to my face. Damn it. All right. Rose Scholar Lost Drift, probably. Yeah, that would make sense. Why they were eager to discard the Emergent Ultimatum. That would definitely make sense. All right, but we got that Reggie. We got that Reggie. I'll take it. Boom, boom. They can still attack us for 4, which is not ideal. Can't afford to block with a Hostage Taker at this point. Fight rigging. Let's go. Triumph. Let's cast out their Reggie. Doink. And now my Hostage Taker is able to take a chump block and not really care. All right, cool. And next turn, we can rip the fight rigging with their Regisar and feel pretty good about it. Doink, doink. It's a sizable Llanowar elf. We do have to discard a card, which I'm not super happy about, but you know what? We don't need Shakedown anymore, because we got the Reggie. Reggie! All right, World Tree can drop. Here comes fight rigging. Let's do the thing. I'm not gonna not take Titan. Boom, baby. Yes! Oh my goodness. We got the scoop. Gonna get a scoop. All right, that felt good. All right, initial test, pretty positive. Hostage taker was clutch there. All right. Because what we were gonna do there, we were gonna blow up the fight ring that still had a card hid away, and then we were gonna gain 5 life. And we were just gonna have a massive board state. So they had one swole Llanowar elf that was gonna grow by 1 every turn. And our board was just getting better and better. Yep. And we still had Yorion in the companion zone, so we could have pulled that out, blinked the whole team. Would have been pretty savage. Lord, perhaps. Okay, interesting. Is he a Stomper and a Rigging and a Gearhulk? These are there's some potential here. It's a little slow. He's a little slow, and our opponent is coming out the gate swinging, which is not ideal. But let's get a Triome in the mix. Oh yeah, Hostage Taker saved the day in a big way, no question. District Legionnaire, sure, chipping in for some damage, not overly enthused. All right, World Tree coming down. All right, so Topiary Stompers entering the battlefield next turn. Oscar, that's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Like immediately they were like, man, I need a Titan in here. Yeah. I would not be surprised. There's a really good chance we don't see turn 4 here. There's a really good chance we don't see turn 4. Yeah. Like, Stomper's gonna be nice, but not nice enough. Yeah, our opponent is going just hyper speed. There's not much we can do about it. Aurelia? Holy crap. Okay. No, that doesn't do it. Yeah, we're hitting land for days, but our Topiary Stompers are still 1 away from being online. We're dead. Damn it. All right. All right, they got it. Yeah. God's willing, my guys can't block, dude. It's all good. All good. All right. So, Blitz Boros aggro. Too fast for us to deal with. We're playing like a weird Sultai ramp action. Toxtrol. Ooh, okay. I mean, Toxtrol's good, no question. The thing is, Toxtrol's not an ETB. Nor is Toxtrol an elemental. So it fits in our colors, and it would deal with wide board states for sure. And it's a good ramp target, and it'd be a nice target for fight rigging as well. So that's all. Those are all fair points. Yeah. If one of these was blue, I would keep this, because the Omen of the Sea can help us get to our second land drop. That's a chance. That's just asking to get screwed. This is also asking to get screwed, but I really don't want to mull to 5. So let's let Chupadoop go, and really hope we hit another land. Any land will do, but green land would be preferable. That's a land. I just said any land will do, so okay. If we get a green land, Topiary Stompers come down. If we don't, Risen Reef's coming down. Oh, we can't. Damn it. All right, shakedown. You do you, buddy. Lotus Cobra and Leafkin? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, being able to draw off the slugs is nice. It's true. We might need Leafkin over Stomper. Stomper might be too slow. Yeah, actually, I think a Leafkin over Stomper would make a lot of sense here. Yeah, no, this is awful. We're getting wrecked. Yeah, some fellas exactly. Had Henry survived, we would have had a fight ring, we would have had a Titan Industry with only 3 lands down. Would have been sick. Alas, it is not sick. All right, they're gonna flip the Concealing Curtains. They're gonna make me sad. Get rid of the Hostage Taker. That does draw us a card, though. Let's go. Sick. And that Woodland Cemetery off the top means that Yarok can actually come down next turn, trigger Risen Reef twice. So that's nice. They could Fatal. No, they can't Fatal push the Risen Reef. It has mana value 3. Yes, I would love to put that on the battlefield tab. Thank you. And we buff the Reef up to 2 because we can. All right, cool. We're doing things. We're doing things. Yarok is about to hit, so that's nice. We're not out of this yet. Never mind. Now we're out of it. Yeah. So, hey Wizards, I have a great idea. How about we print a 4-for-1 for 5 mana that works no matter what board state your opponent has? That's a great idea. Oh, can it like kill him on the spot too? Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. Great idea. Brilliant card design. By brilliant card design, I mean gigantic F you to the entire community right there in Invoke Despair. All right. But yeah, we're dead. They have Xaxes. Wildcards crafts Yaroks. Flexi Monk, you have 92 mythic wildcards banked. That's incredible. Yeah, I think you can afford to craft a couple Yaroks. Although to be fair, early indicators mean that I would not recommend this particular deck build. This particular build is not quite coming together. I think we need more early game, and we're just getting out aggroed consistently. So, Flexi Monkey, do you do a lot of draft? I know players who play draft a ton tend to bank just crazy wildcards.
What is the last thing you can remember?
Because that is something that I don't do, and I should. Yeah.
I don't know.
Authority of the Consuls, that's annoying, but whatever. Breeding Pool can come in tapped. We're gonna have Woodland Cemeteries coming down. All right, cool. Yeah, Topiary's Hobby needs to be Leafkin Druid. Spares up for the rest of us. Yeah, exactly. If you wouldn't mind sharing, we'd appreciate it very much. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a quick change after this game. After this game, I am gonna make a quick update. Resto of Aganjo, sure. Let's go Stomper here. Stomper keeps stomping. All right. Pick the rares though. Yeah, exactly. It's funny how that works. Like some folks are pinched on mythics and some folks are pinched on rares. My pinch is on mythics generally. I'm doing a lot better with rares than I am mythics because I just dropped money on the game. Yeah. Drafter day, exactly. Cats we will love it. We could do that. We could play. We could do like a draft, like featuring drafts on a particular day. I'm not mad at that idea. Because I do enjoy drafting, I just don't do it very often. Kind of don't know why. I just don't. Stomper's a guaranteed land. Risen Reef is a potential land. think we need to stomp here. Don't click the wild cards from opening packs. Nice. Let's grab blue. It doesn't really matter. We're doing fine on all of our colors. But we only had one other blue source, so. Meanwhile, we have, well, in Triumph. So actually, no. Now we have 3 of each, which is pretty nice. 127 rare wilds. Wow. Flying Sea Monkey, that's incredible. 43 on open vaults and a couple dozen rarities. Oh, Bucket, I don't doubt it. Yeah. Doesn't get to draft. Rock on. Alright, so next turn we can Risen Reef and Fight Rigging, or we can just Chupa-dupe the Architect of Resto, which is fine. Or we just rip a Titan and blow up their Felidar retreat. That's now an option. It's an option I'm rather fond of, actually. If I may be so... yeah, I'm gonna do that. When you get an opportunity to hardcast a Titan, it's usually a pretty good idea to do it. Get that retreat out of here. We got a little Rhino. Topiary Stomper has the Vigilante, so that's nice. They're gonna chump a dump. I do love to jank Cats and Boo Boo. Yeah, it's my favorite. Supreme Verdict, that sucks, but whatever. Let's get Risen Reef in the mix. Chupa-dupe. Alright, cool. Should we get Fight Rigging online? Topiary Stomper would have been a better call if we were gonna immediately follow it up with the Fight Rigging. Let's just get a Stomper online now. It doesn't really matter. Good thing we have all these basics. This is actually working out nicely for us. Burn Wilds use. I wouldn't feel bad. Rock on. I get that. I absolutely do. But holy ramp sausages. We are ramp sausages? Sure. Let me search the library for basically when it dies, you may draw a card. Hostage Taker says you don't die, homie. Ha ha ha! You get exiled. Let's go. Wham! My solemn now. More land. That's exactly what we need. More land. Doink, doink. Haha. Was that a super greedy play that maybe wasn't optimal? Yes. Do I stand by it? 100%. Let's go. Burn your wrist. Dual lands. Yeah. Oh, I get that. Dual lands eat those rare wild cards like the freaking candy. It's true. Look at all the colors. Rock on. Yeah, dual lands, like, yeah, dual lands, it's one of those things, you just have to do it. Like, it's not fun, but it is just part of the deal, you know? Let's drop a Reef. Let's see what we draw into here. We're gonna get double triggers. Yes! And a Verdurous Gearhulk. Let's freaking go! Yarok, I choose you. Boom. All the triggers. Trigger, 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 trigger. Land. Into play. Goose. Into hand. Land. Into play. Pff. Titan. Into hand. Don't mind if I do. Goose. Give me those food. Give me your foods. All of the foods. Nom, 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 nom. Alright, cool. Would Solemn be good in here, Oscar? Probably. Solemn is actually quite strong. So yeah, the Sad Robot could fit in our deck as well. Only lands delivery, exactly, yeah. Well, and I hope Dominaria brings with it some strong dual lands. I suspect they will. Yeah. I'll be shocked if they don't. I'll be shocked if there aren't strong duels in Dominaria. Scoot is nuts here. Runner, I don't doubt it. Yeah, Scoots with the Yarok, that could get out of hand fast, for sure. Have another Supreme Verdict? No, they don't. Let's go. They're gonna blow up my Yarok, which makes me sad. But we can Verdurous Gearhulk into Fight Rigging next turn. Yeah, they have to. They have to hit Yarok. I'll be shocked if they don't. Double checking hostage take. They have the hostage taker. They don't get the solemn back. Then maybe they thought they did. Yeah, I really wants to bring it to hand. Yeah, exactly. Toss up, yeah. Verdurous Gearhulk hitting the field. Distribute 4 +1/+1 counters among any number of permanents. I'm just gonna dump them on Yarok, and I'm gonna dump them on my goose too. Why not? Boom. Let's rig the fight. Double hideaways, baby. Titan. And perhaps Risen Keeper, but that's fine. That's fine. I was so hopeful there. Chupa-doop. Chupa-doop. Get rid of the Meteor Golem and Yorion. Oh my goodness, we are the worst. Pew-pew. Pew-pew. Buff up Yarok, because lifelink is nice. Let's play the Prosperous Keeper for... Oh, I should have timed it the other way. Oh well, doesn't matter. Man, our opponent's still in this thing. They are not... They're refusing to quit, which I gotta give them props for. Holy cow. Put a shield counter on Yarok. And we create true treasures. Attack with a squad, including a swole goose. But now, even if they have another Supreme Verdict, we'd put a shield counter on Yarok. Right, Joliquin? The deck is doing the thing. I mean, this is popping. Frickin' popping. This is exactly what we wanted. Why scoot down the deck runner? We could have gone Scooty. Chose not to. I'd love to draw a card, thank you. Verdurous Gearhulk. Holy crap. Mana value's 5, even Fatal Push can't get rid of that, homie. Doesn't have trample. Does not have trample. That's a thing. But that's okay. No, I love scoots. I do. I think scoots are great. Target that one, put all 4. Yep, target that one again, put all 4. All my eggs in one basket, why not? What could possibly go wrong? And Spirit Companion is an enchantment, which means Titan of Industry can kill it. Yep. Let's go. All right. Holy crap. That was incredible. The early ramp into those late game threats was bonkers. Yorion fight rigging. We're doing it. We're doing Yorion fight rigging. And it worked. It absolutely worked. Now, our opponent had to give us a little bit of breathing room. They gave us a little bit of time. If it wasn't for that, we would have been completely screwed. So, what I want to do, I do want to add the Leafkin Druid as a 2-drop in place of Topiary Stomper. Now, Leafkin Druid is not an ETB where Topiary Stomper is. Additionally, Topiary Stomper is a 4/4, which can help us with our fight rigging action. But I think having a lower mana curve in those early games is very, very important. Yeah, we didn't even engage Yorion. We didn't have to. Yeah. But we sure could have. Yorion could have absolutely come out at any point there. Yeah, Oscar, I'm digging it. All right, let's put the Leafkin Druids in. Let's see if that makes a difference. No, this deck is sweet. Frickin' sweet. Now we are just in the play queue. I haven't jumped onto the rank queue with it yet. But here we have a situation where today both decks, like we've done 2 different decks today. We did the Ishin Turbo dungeons, you know, the dungeon speed runs, and that proved excellent. Like again, going up against some top tier meta decks, it had potential. That's an easy mull all day. This is an easy keep all day. I kind of want to put the Titan back, actually. Actually, that is just the right play. We should just put the Titan back. All right. Leafkin's a must kill. Well, I'm okay with presenting my opponent must kill targets, because if they're must kill targets, it means that they're good cards. Yeah. All right, we got an Inkeep, and we could potentially have a Chup down next turn if our opponent gives us something to Chup. If they drop like a Sprite Dragon or a Ledger Shredder, we could Chup it. Now they don't, so I think we throw the other Swamp and just get Fight Rigging online. And a Hostage Taker for good measure. Let's go. It's gonna be, we're just getting a nice swollen keeper. Hostage Taker is intriguing. Risen Reef is very solid, but by the time this is gonna pop, Risen Reef's gonna be kind of meh. Although it could draw us a ton of cards. Verdurous Gearhulk, I think is just the best value out of the lot, though. For the draw and possible turn 4 fight props. Oh, delivery, we have it in here. No, we have Shakedown Heavy in here. For those reasons, yeah. It provides good pressure. It draws us cards potentially, and it's a like auto Fight Rigging trigger. Oh yeah, no, it's in there. Yeah, it's a 4-up for sure. I mean, you can't have Fight Rigging without Shakedown Heavy. Yeah. Circuit Mender, good stuff. Good stuff. And Circuit Mender, actually, interestingly enough, is a leaves the battlefield trigger. So even hitting with a Hostage Taker isn't going to be sufficient to get rid of it, which is, or to prevent the card draw. But I still want to hit it with a Hostage Taker because I want to steal it. I would like that Circuit Mender for my own, please. Thank you. So enjoy your card draw. All good. All good. We're gonna keep off the Inkeep. Boom. Look at that power to the creature you're attacking with that combat. Pluggaze, that's true. That's actually really slick. Glasket, getting the Innkeeper out of here. Sure, fair. Fair enough. Yeah, Oppo's ramping hard. They're actually doing something similar, and they've got Yorion in the companion slot. They're doing something similar to us. So, props to our opponent for coming up with some cool strategy. Doing some cool stuff. Courier's Briefcase, that's one that could fit in here, actually. Cemetery's Dees. You know what, I'm gonna hit this. Gearhulk is perfect. Gearhulk's exactly what we need. Now, we don't have the mana to cast it this turn, unfortunately. Which is a pretty significant bummer, because if we could, then we'd get the Fight Rigging trigger, we get another Gearhulk down, which would be just cash money in the bank. And I love it when there's cash money in the bank. But we're on the beatdown strategy, so let's keep beating down. Runner, you don't like Briefcase? Fires? Freaking what? All right, they're doing a Yorion Fires action. All right, pulling Yorion to hand, they get an opportunity to cast Yorion now for free, get the Briefcase back, get Omen of the Sea, and they could reset the Glass Casket if they wanted to, but that would just give me an ETB on Inkeep, so that wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah. Oh, and they even blink out Fires, so they, well, yeah, but that's whatever. Yeah, that's irrelevant. We're on a Briefcase. It's kind of a poor person's Innkeeper, in my opinion. And another Gearhulk. Holy cow. All right, well, I'm not gonna not do this. Verdurous Gearhulk. We're gonna put some counters on Hostage Taker, and I think I want to put. Actually, let's just beef up the Hostage Taker. Boom. 7/8. Another Gearhulk. Boom. Beef up the Circuit Mender while we're at it. Boom. Power has been added to the board, everybody. Reasonable chance to draw the 3 cards off it. Yeah. Yeah, in 5-color decks, Briefcase is actually really strong. Exactly. If you can activate its that 5-color ability, that Wooburg ability, it's pretty solid. You can blow it out anymore. Yeah, Bloodgate, exactly. It's like, do you have a counter spell? Oh, I know you don't. You have Fires down. Yeah. All right, all right. Golos with fires is pretty savage. Just free cast 3 cards, 2 Golos and a Solemn Simulacrum. Woof. If I were them, I'd still cast those Goloses though, just to get the lands. And they attack with Yorion. You love to see it. All right, cool. Now we can Chupa Dupe. That's an option. We can also just like drop another Gearhulk and just beef the crap out of our Tramplers. I think that's exactly what I want to do. I just want to get beefy with it. Boom. Trample beef. Let's go. Yes! The amount of power we were able to get on the board because of those Gearhulks was nothing short of savage. That's exactly what we wanted. All right, sick. Absolutely sick. All right, there's something to this. There's something to this deck. There's 2 spells even with Golos wheels. Oh, Buggies, you're right. Thank you. I forgot that the Golos. I forgot the Golos hit was cast. I forgot that that was a cast trigger. You're right. Yeah. We have 2 of the deck doesn't pop. Another copy of the deck. Yeah, build around. Want to overspend with wild cards. Then if you only craft 2 and the deck doesn't pop off, you need another copy. Potentially, it depends. Like Flying Sea Monkey, it depends a lot on what the build around is and. Ooh, Goose. I was just, Goose is actually a really good hit here. I was gonna drop the Overgrown Tomb in tap, but never mind. So, but yeah, so Flying Sea Monkey is true. When you're crafting parts for a new deck, and knowing what to craft, knowing how many of each card to craft is a big deal. It is, and it's easy to get wrong. Very easy to get wrong, as a matter of fact. All right, Inkeep coming down. Let's go. We could attack with the Goose just to assert dominance, but I'm going to choose not to. And try to play nice. We're going to have a turn 3 Yarok. That feels pretty good. Turn 3 Yarok or a hostage. Actually, no, I'm going to go Yarok. Who am I kidding? Let's go. Nom 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 nom. Boom. And we gain 2 life right off the bat. Let's go. Because next turn, if they tap the Paradise Druid here, we can drop either Hostage Taker or Chupacabra and blow them out. And get them both. But yeah, Oscar, turn 3 Yarok. Seems decent. Seems decent. Panharmonicon, okay. Alright. Hostage Taker can take that. Hostage Taker can definitely take that. Because it can target artifacts. Badoop. Boink. Pew, pew, pew. Oh my goodness, that was savage. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. That was so good. All right, this is sweet. This deck is so much fun. I'm having an absolute blast with this thing. I don't know if it has what it takes on the ranked queue. We're just playing in the play queue right now because it is fairly slow. Like, it ramps so freaking hard. Time for ranked? You think we need to try ranked? Okay, we can try ranked after this. We can try a game or 2 of ranked and see what happens. But the problem is right now, ranked and standard is aggro all day. And that is going to be the worst matchup for this deck. But, or no, we're not in standard though. We're in explorer. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, okay, we can try it in ranked after this. Yeah, we're an explorer. What am I talking about? All right, if we draw a Yarok, we're gonna be able to pull off turn 3 Yarok here too. Hostage Taker's the nuts. Oh yeah, Jean-Luc Quinn, Hostage Taker's won us multiple games today. Yeah, it's too slow. I mean, when we hit the nuts, it's incredible. It is. I will give you that. You're not playing ladder, you're not really playing jank. All right, delivery, that's fair. I'm inclined to disagree. I think playing in the play queue is fine. I don't see any problem with playing in the play queue, but yeah, there is something to be said for taking the jank to the doing jank in ranked. I respect the rank jank. I do. All right, Dust Goose. Growth Spiral, good stuff. Actually, that could fit here, to be honest. We could have Growth Spiral in this deck. You don't actually do that rock on. Okay. That's what's life. I think the double ZTPs is too slow. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, we can try it in ranked. Absolutely. We can give it a try in ranked and see what happens. I'm not mad at that. Because clearly in the play queue, it's working. Like, it's not untouchable by any means, but it's solid. Like, it's doing the thing in the play queue. I gotta say, this deck is super fun. And we get to turn 3 Verdurous Gearhulk. That's gonna be a thing that we're gonna be able to do. Leafkin. Actually, had I played out Inkeep, we would have been able to. Well, yeah, I didn't want to use the Goose just to cast another Goose. That seemed kind of silly. If it was legal, Oscar, that'd be a whole other level, man. I am so glad Uro is banned everywhere. Circuit Mender, seeing some love. Okay. People are jamming their Circuit Menders. I respect this. I do respect this. All right. We could just jam an 8/8 Trampler. That's an option. That's a fine option, as a matter of fact. Or we can stick a Risen Reef here. Actually, if we Goose, we could Goose Reef Innkeeper. Because this is going to be our 4th creature, so the Leaf Druid can now tap for 2. Alright, cool. This is all with 3 lands. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Some perfect for Obosh, Flying Sea Monkey. Let's go. Curving down as it should. Yeah, Flying Sea Monkey, 100%. We're curving really well. Delivery Circuit Mender is your favorite uncommon from SNC. With good reason. It's a very strong card. Shakedown's good. I like shaking down. Shaking down the heavies. Hit an Omen of the Sea. Fight rigging. And we do need a land later, so actually let's just, yeah, but. Hey, Alex, I'm doing well. Doing well. How are you doing? Is it time? Is it time for the Gearhulk? Or do we fight rigging an Omen? That's just Gearhulk. What am I saying? Let's just jam it. Let's go. Let's go big. I want to go big. I'm just going to make it an 8/8. Boom. Let's go. Rock on Runner. Ah, yeah, Circuit Mender is from Neon Dynasty, it's true. But no, it's excellent. Another Fires. Okay, we're going against more Fires action. Okay. Board wipe? No, that's not a board wipe. Sweet. Freaking Ugin. But they only have 5 lands, so whatever. It's fine. 6 lands, whatever. Another Fires, Fateful Absence, Golos. Alright, I mean, yeah, actually they might be able to stick if they have another land in hand, they could actually... Oh, never mind, they can't. Okay, we're good. Let us rig the fight, shall we? Actually, I should have omened first. Well, no, because then, mother flipping Yarok in the house. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Pull Yorion to hand. Trigger, 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 trigger. Love my triggers. Love them. Man, I love triggers so much. Axis Risen Reef feels so you're well. I love it. All right, Circuit Men are gonna soak up 3 of that damage. That's fine. It's fine. This is one of those situations where they're gonna be able to stick one more. If they, actually, wait a minute. If they play a land, then cast Golos, they're gonna be able to cast Ugin, and then we're screwed. If they don't hit that line, though, we're golden. I think. Wandering Imp is gonna be able to get rid of the Gearhulk. That's fine. I don't love it, but it's fine. If I were them, I would definitely rip Golos here, but they might also want to get rid of my Yarok. Which would be understandable. Yarok is a bit of a problem for them. Yeah, Yarok is actually a significant problem for them. So if they wanted to just Fateful Absence that and pass turn, that's probably not a bad line. Oh, the Fight Ring's a sweet little interaction. Oh yeah, some fellas I agree. And that's exactly what we're gonna be doing at the end of next turn. If Yarok survives. Charming Prince blink out Yorion, so they're gonna get just some infinite blink action. Alright, fair enough. Now we are 1 blue mana shy of casting out Yorion, so I am gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah, tap it a black and green, that's fine. Now Yorion is available. All right, cool. All right. We might as well attack with Yarok first because Yorion's blink is bring stuff back at the end of turn anyway. All right, here comes Yorion. And even Yorion's ETB triggers twice. That's kind of funny. I like it. I am gonna blink. I'm gonna blink Yarok here for the simple reason that I want to make sure Yarok is untapped because the Wandering Emperor is gonna be coming back under our opponent's. Yeah, next turn, and that would be a problem. I don't like that. So. Blinking Fires is nuts. It does still see the previous Spell Runner. Yeah, it does. I'm doing some scry action. Okay, all right. Sure. Triggers! 26 triggers. More fight riggings, you'll love to see it. Risen Reef is so freaking good. The card's incredible. Let's go. Under fight rigging, I definitely want the hostage taker. Multiple Yaroks would be redundant. Freaking choopy. We'll let that Risen Reef go because we're gonna mill ourselves out if we. You know what? Okay, while I did just comment that multiple Yaroks would be redundant, having spare Yaroks in hand in case of kill spells is pretty solid. And this is all our end step, so yeah, that's the thing. That felt pretty good. That felt pretty good. Dump a Shakedown Heavy and one Leafkin. I'm okay with that. Still have 52 cards left in the library. That hostage taker coming off of Fight Ring is gonna be savage. Agent. F you, opponent. F your face. F your stupid face. Gonna talk about Yorion though? Sure, go nuts. Legend rule. I don't know why you didn't take Yarok. You're playing with ETB triggers. Yeah, they just screwed that up. They faux show screwed that up. Faux show. Alright. Buff your Yorion, go nuts. Have fun. Get in for 6 damage. That's fine. Actually, no, just come in. Welcome to my face. Yeah, Oscar, they screwed up. Agent had an opportunity to really mess us up, and it just didn't. Yeah. All right, let's go. Cemetery, cool. Just hit the land for turn. Let's get another Fight Ring online. Let's get a double hideaway. Ching ching. Choopy choop. Freaking hostage taker. Shake on heavy. I choose you. We're doing the thing, everybody. Double Choops. I'm gonna kill Yorion and the Charming Prince. Pew pew pew. Gain some more life. Hostage Taker is gonna hit. And then we're gonna get rid of Agent and Mender. Seems D's. Seems D's. Yep, goodbye Apple's board. And on top of that, we have an Agent of Treachery now. Tucked away under our Hostage Taker. So that's nice. And Hostage Taker doesn't have anything to target, unfortunately, but that's okay. Oh, we can blink our own stuff? Interesting. It's a May, right? Oh, no, it's not. Interesting. Okay. Her. Let's go ahead and eat a goose. You know, I'm gonna target the same goose twice. Get rid of the amp. Let's cast out their Agent of Treachery and steal 2 of their lands, because I'm a freaking monster. And my goodness, they are still here. They have not conceded yet. I'm kind of shocked and amazed and a little confused, but my goodness, am I here for it. Let's go. Yeah, some fellows, Hostage Taker is mental. That's a good word for it. Yeah. We could have stolen their fires, theoretically, yeah. There they go. My goodness. We could have stolen their fires, but some fellas, I didn't want to steal their fires. Because fires restricts you to only casting two spells a turn. And with how much mana we had around, and how many cards we were drawing, and how much stuff we were doing in every single turn, we had an opportunity to do a ton. We had an opportunity to pull an absolute ton of value each turn. And being restricted to 2 spells would have been a problem. Yeah, exactly, Oscar. Yep, same thing. Yeah, same thought. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to be restricted to 2 spells. 2 free spells is nice, but we don't have the ability synergy that a lot of Fires decks have with cards like Golos that allow you to like free spin, or cards like Kenrith that allow you to like dump mana into other stuff that aren't spells. Like, that's really where it's at. But so unfortunately, I do need to get going, everybody. But this was an absolute delight. Thank you for being you and for making the stream possible. And Alex, what we brewed today. So we brewed 2 separate decks today. One I did Y squared. This is a Yorion Yarok deck. Yarok the Desecrated, doubling ETBs. This is all about ETB shenanigans. That was absolutely absurd. Chupacabra, Hostage Taker won us so many games, and we kept getting matched up against other decks that cared about ETB triggers. Now, had our opponent hit Yarok with the Agent of Treachery, we would have been in a much worse spot. We had a spare Yarok in hand, so we would have been able to pull it off okay, but that play, by stealing our Yorion instead of our Yarok, they really, like, frankly, kind of messed that up. Like, they could have been, thank you, Joe LeQuinn. That means the world. I appreciate it. But yeah, it could have been a lot better for them. But all in all, I'm not mad. I'm very happy with how this turned out. The other deck that we did, which I'm going to tune a little bit. I don't think it's 100% on board yet. It's not fully optimized, but our first couple of plays with it were pretty successful. It's Ish and Dungeons. And that was the first one we did. So this is another one that, you know, keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to be doing more with this because I think there's something here. There was definitely something here. As you can see, we have kind of a glut of 3 drops. There might be an opportunity to kind of dial that in, smooth the curve out a little bit, and really do something. Like, I don't know if rabble rousing really fits. It's probably more cute than good. But anyway, in any event, those were the decks. It was super duper fun. Let's find somebody we can throw a raid out to who was also playing Magic this morning. If you're watching on the YouTube, thank you for sticking through. I know stream VODs on YouTube can be an interesting experience, but thank you for keeping it on and keeping, you know, hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Oh, fight rigging, of course. Yes. We had, so the goal with this deck, Yarok the Desecrated plus fight rigging. The idea being you get multiple hideaway triggers if fight rigging enters the battlefield after Yarok. We get multiple hideaways. We get to then, you know, buff one creature like a Shakedown Heavy or a Verdurous Gearhulk. Get the triggers, cast 2 things for free. It's gravy, baby. Gravy. Sanctuary Ward in the Ishin deck. Possibly, Oscar. That might be a good idea. Yeah, for sure. But thank you everybody for hanging out. This has been a wildly successful Tuesday Brews Day, minus that connection issue that we had earlier, but that's in the past. Aside from that, everything has been great. This has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everybody, just for being you and for being here. It means the world. So yeah, let's find somebody we can throw a raid out to who's also playing some Magic this morning. But yeah, I appreciate all of you oh so much.